Elon Musk runs Tesla, SpaceX, the Boring Company, Neuralink. He owns X, formerly Twitter. He is personally overseeing the construction of a city in Texas. He is designing the next rocket to Mars. He is co-leading a government efficiency initiative. He runs engineering reviews at multiple companies in the same week, sometimes on the same day. He makes decisions, million-dollar, billion-dollar, company-defining decisions, faster than most people decide what to have for lunch. In a single documented review at SpaceX, he walked through 17 major technical decisions in 90 minutes. Not approvals, actual decisions. Changes, deletions, redesigns, executed on the spot by one person in one room. This is not a talent. It is not genius. It is not luck. It is a system. A specific, learnable, repeatable framework that anyone can apply. Here is how it works. Most people make decisions by asking one question: what have other people done in this situation? This sounds reasonable. It is actually catastrophic. Because when you reason by analogy, copying what came before, you are not solving the actual problem. You are solving the last person's approximation of the problem. You are inheriting their assumptions, their constraints, and their limitations, most of which were never tested, never challenged, and never examined. Think about how a new employee behaves in their first week. They look around, observe what others are doing, and replicate it. This feels safe. It produces average results by design, because you are averaging the behavior of whoever came before you. Most adults make decisions this way their entire lives, not just at work. Financially, medically, strategically. They look left, they look right, they ask what the people around them are doing, and they do approximately the same thing. Musk has a name for this. He calls it reasoning by analogy. And he says it is the fastest path to mediocrity. Not failure, mediocrity. You will produce something that looks like everything that already exists, built on assumptions nobody ever validated. The alternative is not genius. It is a discipline. It is called first principles thinking. A first principle is a basic assumption that cannot be broken down further. In physics, it is a fundamental law. In business, it is the irreducible truth at the bottom of any problem, the fact that exists regardless of what anyone has previously decided, built, or believed. When Tesla was designing its battery pack, the industry consensus was that battery packs cost $600 per kilowatt-hour. This was accepted wisdom. Every automaker, every energy analyst, every investor built their assumptions around this number. It was treated as if it were a law of nature. Musk asked a different question. Not, how much do batteries cost? But, what are batteries actually made of? Lithium, cobalt, nickel, aluminum, carbon. He went to the commodity markets and priced out the raw materials. Total cost, approximately $80 per kilowatt-hour. The gap between $80 and $600 is not physics. It is manufacturing assumption piled on top of manufacturing assumption. And assumptions can be challenged. Tesla redesigned the battery manufacturing process from the material truth upward. Today, Tesla produces the lowest cost battery packs in the automotive industry, and the battery cost advantage is a primary reason Tesla is profitable when most electric vehicle companies are not. Here is a second example from SpaceX. When Musk founded the company, the cheapest rocket on the market was the Lockheed Atlas V, costing approximately $65 million per launch. This was the accepted cost of reaching orbit. The aerospace industry had operated around this number for decades. Musk applied the same question. What is a rocket actually made of? Aerospace-grade aluminum alloy, titanium, copper, carbon fiber. He calculated the raw material cost, approximately 2% of the finished launch price. If materials are 2% of cost, then 98% is manufacturing, overhead, and assumption. A large part of that overhead came from one design choice that nobody had seriously questioned. Rockets are single-use. They're destroyed on every launch. What if you did not destroy the rocket? That one question, reached through first principles, not analogy, led to the reusable rocket. SpaceX today launches at approximately $2,700 per kilogram to orbit. The industry average remains near $54,000 per kilogram. First principles thinking does not start with the answer everyone else has agreed on. It starts with the material truth, the irreducible fact, and reasons forward from there. Everything built on assumption is available for challenge. In Walter Isaacson's biography of Musk, there is a section that describes the specific algorithm Musk applies at every company he operates, the framework he uses to evaluate any engineering problem, any business process, any organizational structure. 5 steps. In a specific order. The order is the insight. Step 1. Question the requirements. Every requirement in every process was put there by a specific person at a specific time for a specific reason. Find that person. Understand the original reason. Musk's rule: if the person who created the requirement cannot explain it from first principles, treat it as guilty until proven innocent. He estimates that at least 20% of all requirements in any mature organization can simply be eliminated, not revised, eliminated, because they were created to solve problems that no longer exist. Step 2. Delete the part or process. This is the step most organizations never take because deletion feels like loss. Musk's counterintuitive rule: if you are not occasionally adding back things you previously deleted, you are not deleting aggressively enough. The bias must always run toward fewer steps, fewer parts, fewer approvals. He has told engineers directly, the fact that something was hard to build is not a reason to keep it if it does not need to exist. Step 3. Simplify and optimize. Here is the critical insight. This is step 3, not step 1. Most management frameworks, most productivity systems, most business consultants start here: optimize the existing process. But you should never optimize something that should have been eliminated. An optimized bad process is still a bad process. It just runs faster and costs more. Step 4. Accelerate the cycle time. Once you have a leaner, simpler, requirements-tested process, then you make it go faster. Not before. Speed amplifies whatever you have already built. If you accelerate a bad process, you get bad results faster. Step 5. Automate. Last. This is the step most companies do first, because technology is exciting and automation is visible progress. Musk's observation: automating a bad process does not improve it. It locks in the inefficiency at machine speed with machine consistency. He has had to manually unautomate entire production lines at Tesla because teams automated before they simplified. The machines were running, and they were running the wrong process perfectly. The sequence is not flexible. Question, delete, simplify, accelerate, automate. In that order. Every time. Most companies operate in approximately the reverse order, and the result is what Musk calls very fast, very expensive mediocrity. The algorithm explains why his decisions are good. It does not fully explain why they are fast. That comes from 2 additional tools. First, probability instead of yes or no. Most people approach decisions as binary. Yes or no. Do it or do not. And because the answer is uncertain, the decision gets deferred. They want more information. They want more certainty. They want to wait until the answer feels unambiguous. The problem is that unambiguous clarity rarely arrives, and waiting for it has its own cost. Musk replaced the yes or no framing with a probability. Instead of asking, "Should I do this?" he asks, "What is the probability this works?" And then, what is the expected value of the attempt? A 40% chance of success on a $100 million project means the expected value of the attempt is $40 million. If the cost of the attempt is $20 million, the math is positive regardless of whether it succeeds. You take the bet, not because you are confident, because the expected value of trying exceeds the expected cost of waiting. This removes the paralysis of uncertainty. You are no longer asking, "Am I sure this will work?" You are asking, "Does the math of trying beat the math of not trying?" That question always has a calculable answer. Second, reversible versus irreversible. Not all decisions deserve the same amount of deliberation time. Musk separates every decision into one of 2 categories. Irreversible, where being wrong creates permanent damage, and reversible, where you can course correct after you see the results. The practical test: Can you meaningfully adjust this decision within 90 days based on what you learned from taking it? If yes, move now. If no, slow down significantly and gather more information first. Most decisions that feel irreversible are actually reversible. A product feature can be removed. A hire can be changed. A market strategy can pivot. People routinely treat reversible decisions as if they were carved in stone and use that imagined permanence to justify months of delay. Musk removes that justification by explicitly classifying the decision first. His phrase, "Argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours." The cognitive effort most people spend building arguments for why they cannot move yet is the same energy that could simply be used to move. One more tool. It has the most memorable name, the Idiot Index. The Idiot Index is a calculation Musk applies at SpaceX to any part, process, or organizational structure. Take the cost of the finished item and divide it by the cost of the raw materials needed to produce it. If that ratio is high, 10, 20, 50, 100, someone somewhere introduced a level of complexity that the physics of the situation does not require. The gap between material cost and finished cost represents human-made inefficiency. A component for the Falcon 9 rocket was being purchased at $150,000 per unit. When Musk asked what it was made of, the answer was aluminum and steel. The raw material value of those inputs, approximately $1,200. An Idiot Index of 125. The team found an alternative manufacturing approach and reduced the part cost to $3,000, still a ratio of 2.5, but a 98% cost reduction from the baseline. The insight isn't about specific numbers. It's about developing the habit of asking the ratio question before accepting any cost, timeline, or process as fixed and inevitable. Consider this. If reaching a decision in your organization requires 10 approval signatures, 12 review meetings, and 6 months of calendar time to resolve a question that one person could answer in one afternoon, then the inefficiency of that process is somewhere between comical and catastrophic. The ratio of effort invested to decision quality produced is not a feature of the problem itself. It is a feature of the process someone built around the problem. Elon Musk's default approach in any system he enters is to find the highest inefficiency index and eliminate it first. This is why his acquisitions always look like disruption from the outside. From the inside, he is simply doing arithmetic, calculating where waste exists and removing it. You do not need SpaceX or Tesla to apply this framework. All of these tools are available to you right now at whatever scale your decisions currently exist. Here is one tool you can implement this week before making any significant decision on a job, an investment, a business move, or a major purchase. Take 5 minutes and write down every assumption your decision is built on. Most things people treat as physics, market rates, standard timelines, industry practices, organizational structures, are actually convention. Physics cannot change. Convention can. Conventions are negotiable. Your first move should be subtraction. Ask what can be eliminated before asking what can be improved. The default human response to any problem is to add something, a new step, a new rule, a new tool. Force yourself to subtract first. If you discover afterward that you subtracted something you actually needed, add it back. But start from less. Stop saying, "I don't know if this will work," and start saying, "I think there is a 35% chance this works, given what I currently know." Pair it with a cost estimate. Does the expected value of the attempt exceed the cost? Now you have a framework, not a feeling. Numbers can be compared, tested, updated as conditions change. Vague uncertainty cannot be acted on. Quantified uncertainty can. The difference between Musk's decision-making speed and the speed of most people is not intelligence. It is not information. It is not access. It is a structured refusal to let uncertainty become a reason for delay, combined with a set of tools that make acting under uncertainty feel rational rather than reckless. Most people do not make bad decisions because they lack information. They make bad decisions because they are optimizing for the wrong outcome. They are optimizing for comfort, for consensus, for not being wrong in a way that other people can point to, for being able to say afterward that they followed the established process, that they did what everyone else did, that the outcome was not their fault because they did everything correctly. First principles thinking is uncomfortable because it requires you to question things that the people around you have accepted without question. The 5-step algorithm is uncomfortable because step 2 requires you to delete things that other people built, and those people will not thank you. Probability thinking is uncomfortable because it forces you to commit to a specific number instead of hiding behind vague uncertainty. The idiot index is uncomfortable because applying it means calling someone's work wasteful. What Musk has is not superior cognitive ability. It is a higher tolerance for the specific discomforts that good decision-making requires. He questions requirements that everyone else treats as sacred. He deletes things that took years to build. He assigns probabilities to things that most people refuse to quantify. He moves on reversible decisions before he feels ready because he has calculated that the cost of waiting is higher than the cost of being wrong. From the outside, this looks like genius or recklessness, depending on whether the decision worked. From the inside, it is a set of tools applied consistently, in the right order, without ego investment in any particular outcome. The decision is actually simple. It is the fear of the decision that is complex. If this changed how you think about decisions, hit like and subscribe. In the next video, the 5 mental models that the most successful investors in the world rely on, and how you can apply all of them before the end of next week. See you there.